are in for game one. It's a best of 5. It is the Rookie Rivals almost finals. I'm calling them the almost finals because it's the loser bracket final. We have a mirror match here. Reaper saying same idea, 11. I thought maybe Eleni is going mirror or something, as opposed to both of them happening to pick melee, but it seems like they did. Alrighty, so first ball, happy landing here for Eleni. Second ball, a little further up ahead, but both going for the forward dock. Eleni has definitely got nicer fish in front of this dock, so let's hope for Eleni's sake that that can be used. Okie dokie, fish count 2 for both. Idle TC time just a little bit high for Eleni, but nobody has lost anything at this point. I really don't like this lumber camp now because like she's so far away, they're so far away. Let's compare it to this. Much prettier lumber camp, but not as many on wood for Eleni at the moment. 6 on wood for Eleni compared to 11 for Reaper. Okay, so Eleni 1 minute away from feudal age now with the faster uptime. A lot of villagers going to move to that second lumber camp now, which is nice. We really can keep like 1 on the sheep here. Move a couple to gold and just keep... Oh, nice. Yeah, 5 to gold, 1 on sheep, and then it's 1 on the shorefish. Okay, Eleni has reached feudal age 26 population. Reaper's going up with 29. Neither player adding more fishing ships, but Reaper's on 5. And going for the 3rd dock, while Eleni's only on 1. So yes, you have the faster uptime, but Reaper's not far off, only 20 seconds now, and we'll have 3 dock production, but we don't have... Oh no, oh thank god. I was looking at the main gold, I was like, no, I forgot to go to gold. But we do have 3 on gold, a little bit low for 3 dock production, and going to the berries early I feel is unnecessary. I think it's better just to put some more on gold, put some more on wood, and produce from the 3 docks. Second dock coming up for Eleni now, but we've got fire galleys for both players. First one is out, and it's got potentially 5 fish to bother if it wants to move forward. I think Eleni should be moving forward. Yeah, ASAP. You had the faster uptime. You want to go and make use of it before Reaper has a chance to get Navy out. And at least a scout, you need to know where the fish are. Does find the dock here. Got a blacksmith coming up very early. You can tick that off your bingo card if you've got one, because blacksmith at this point does not help us. Not for fire galleys. If it were galleys going for fletching, absolutely, but that's not the case here. Okay, Repairville, she has potential if she wants to get to work, but we instead have fishing ships being targeted or blocking or something, so that actually went quite well for Eleni. That was a bit messy, but no, this is 4 versus 3. Well, 3 with the galley here, and now I retract my critique about the early blacksmith because we do have a galley switch. Okay, let's check the HP here. Looking very good for Eleni, but if the fire galleys get in on the galleys, it won't be so hot. And Reaper's fire galley production is really good. Neither player adding in demos at the moment, and Eleni's gonna have to run. Okay, Reaper now adding in some galleys as well. I think that's fine. Using a Repairville on these ships would be so beneficial. I just think it's so worth it. You go from basically having 3 and a bit of a ship to 5 healthy ships. But Eleni's galley number is really, really good. And the micro is there. The micro. I think Reaper switching it up now is just always going to be behind in numbers. So these 3 are going to go down very quickly without even taking out a single ship. I think Reaper making a bad decision here to change to galleys. Eleni's got this scary number now. We've got 11 galleys here. With fletching. Let's have a look at their bases. A bit of a housing situation happening on Reaper's wood line. And just, yeah, the 5 fishing ships, look, they're still alive. That's really nice for Reaper. Now the fish are going to be dead very quickly. Boom. 1 shot. Boom. Goodbye, little fishing ship. Drop the food off first, at least. I don't know if they have food. Do you have food? You've got 10 food. Drop it off. Eleni's got such an advantage here. Great lead on water, and I really think that Reaper does need to dock at the back or on the sides and just have safe docks to rebuild a navy. A lot of freaking galleys. We've got 18, 19 galleys, 4 more in the queue, 20. Yeah, I feel like Eleni is just unstoppable now. Both are in Castle Age. Sure, Reaper can get War Galley upgrade, but what's it for? It's for 4 ships. Eleni needs to collect the War Galley upgrade as well for the 21 galleys. And yeah, Reaper now docking at the back. It's quite late. Eleni moving up to the sides. War Galley, Bodkin coming in hot. I just don't think Reaper will have time. Maybe in the narrow part of the back of the island here, there's potential for a couple demos, war galleys, maybe even some fire galleys in the mix as well while it's narrow. But it's gonna be tough, and Eleni's got a very nice score lead based on the water control. Okay, keep an eye on the numbers up top. 9 for Reaper, 23 for Eleni. No demos in the queue, no fire galleys in the queue. So I'm still scared for Eleni. Let's check this line of sight. on the Malay docks, they're about to find out that Doom is coming forth. Eleni has given him a chance, maybe just focusing on taking down the docks. We don't have... Oh god, I keep saying it too soon. But Reaper's thinking how I'm thinking. We just need more docks if they're gonna get shot down like this. But we also need demos. Like, I don't believe Reaper can catch up on numbers. It's 24-8 military. Reaper's gonna lose all military. And then Eleni can just do whatever he wants with the game. Here we have demos in the queue, but it's just a bit late. I really feel it's late. Still 300 wood in the bank for Reaper, so more docks could be added. 24 on wood for Reaper, 25 for Elenia. Neither with... Oh no, actually Reaper has Brosaw. But Reaper on 3 military. Demo of Hopes and Dreams. Yeah, like it takes out... It takes out two ships. Maybe it's enough to scare Elenia off, but we can see the numbers. We know that's not really the case. Reaper is sticking in there. It's just a lot of catching up to do, and I want to believe in the Reaper comeback, but Ellen is just looking too strong, even having Gillnets coming in. And Imp is 10 seconds away, so these ships are just going to be so strong. Yeah, these ships are strong. Reaper having to use the market a little bit just to get a Monk out to pick up a Relic, I believe. And we have a transport, yes! But the numbers here, we've got 14, first 21, it's still not good enough. Bracer only now coming in, but it's coming in quick, it's coming in hot. We've got Galleon as well, so yeah, Elena's Navy's just gonna be too strong. I like that Elena's been patient, not taking that fight. Just waiting for these upgrades to come in. Bracer will be in a sec, and Reaper marketing his way up to Imp, but missing the second building. We've got the monastery near a university, which would be nice for ballistics anyway. Reaper very much in a pickle. Doesn't have any stone. Sold it to go Imp. So the castle is going to be a big problem. The navy is a big problem. We do have ships still alive. We've got 18 for Reaper, but it's up against 28 for Elenia. Production for both of them has seized for Elenia, adding in Karambits. Again, Elenia hasn't been producing on water. Maybe thinking that Reaper doesn't have much of a navy. Reaper is keeping units in the queue. Okay, hey, Reaper. Catching up on water. Villager count, though, very well in Elena's favor. 79 vills compared to Reaper's 54. Reaper's going to continue losing them to the Karambits, I reckon. Need to add some more docks. That's just Reaper's whole game. Move around the shoreline, add some more docks. There's a lot of Karambits, though. We've got 43 military for Elenia. That is 27 galleons. 15 Karambits. We've got 24 ships against 27, but these should be lower HP than these ones, and they are. Reaper says, okay, GG. Elena says, GG. Reaper says, but I just want this fight, so 1 sec. I respect that. But Elena will be taking the game. Reaper banking on that fight to go better, but it did not go well enough, and there's nothing to stop the Karambits. So Reaper says, okay, now GG. And Elena taking game 1 on this mirror matchup. Malay versus Malay on Team Islands. That was a curb stomp in slow motion. Yes, it wasn't it? And it, like, I feel, obviously, anything can happen, you know, a great demo hit or a different strategy can completely change the game. But I just had the feeling from Feudal Age, as soon as Eleni made that switch to galleys and played Feudal Galleys really well, I was like, yeah, I think this is just going to be Eleni's game. But that's game 1. Let me get set up for game 2. I'm going to just pop up the little thingy thing. We get to go to game 2, which is going to be Arabia. So they both have the same home map set of open land, Arabia, Acropolis, and Atacama. And Reaper has chosen Arabia. Alrighty, Persians here for Elenia. I love a good green Arabia. Persians have the faster working TCs, which is nice. Their knights get extra damage against archers, which I love. Don't think it's going to be a big deal in this matchup, but we'll see. I'm not a huge fan of Elenia, who does have really good scouting, by the way. Very early in. I'm going for the forward wood line. Never a fan of that, especially this one because it's not huge. I think going back here would have been much better. Reaper in the orange playing as Burgundians, and this is a happy lumber camp. This is what I like to see. Tell me more about Persians. Oh, that Vil, 4 HP. And Eleni getting away with dancing around. Don't lame them. If you have that on your bingo card, guys, that has been our first lame. Eleni is savage. Reaper just pushing in the deer. Did lose a little piggy and he's going to lose this deer. It's going to want to go back. I will eat my beanie if we see Reaper going for the douche here. I honestly will. I, I mean Eleanor going for it, but Eleanor taking a nice hill advantage there, but Reaper now notices a little bit of a scout dance happening here, getting good hits from uphill. Reaper should win this for sure, and Eleanor losing that scout is going to be a pickle, especially if the douche was the plan. Eleanor does lose the scout. Reaper, scout low HP, but it's alive, and all Billy's alive here at home. Same deal for Eleanor. So we do have double lumber camp. It is kind of set up for scouts build, but typically I think going for the second lumber camp before the barracks is going to be better. You don't really need to be building a barracks until kind of now. And you'd have that double lumber camp wood income, more effective wood income all that time as well. So possibility for a little bit of adjustment there for Eleanor's scouts build, if that's going to be the plan, which I believe it should be. For Reaper, we do have some gold. Going to go for the back gold instead of the main gold. I don't mind that because the main gold is forward. It's around a lot of hills, which is quite awkward. And walling into the TC like this is quite nice. Yep, there's the stable indeed, the stab below. So now we need to make sure that Eleanor, for this scouts build, is dropping farms like it's hot. We've already got a good amount of food in the bank. Getting those eco upgrades in. Reaper did get them in a little bit early, by the way, on the way up to feudal age, which is really nice. Yep, so one range archers. Reaper could have pulled the second range or the early blacksmith. But I don't like this walling through the gold. If this is the only gold you've got, pretty much at the moment, not a fan. Hey, you've got the double range. Classic Rookie Rivals opening. Love a good double range. That's on your bingo cards as well. Oh, but scouts, they're staying in the stable. I believe I remember Eleanor doing this in previous games as well. And I'd really love to see those scouts moving forward. Because if you've got the faster uptime, why not send them forward? Maybe deny some walls. Maybe catch some archers that are moving forward early or something. I don't know. Eleanor getting plenty of walls up at home, except for the little awkward shift queue situation happening here. Finally, Reaper does lose the scout. Now Eleanor moving forward with 3 scouts. Farms are dropping, but they need to go at a much faster rate. Anytime you have 70 food, 60 wood, what am I saying? 60 wood, drop a farm, people. I say that because I make that mistake so often. So Blacksmith coming up well on time as well. Double bit axe in a little bit early has helped with making this all happen, which is nice. But let's see what the scouts can do. A little bit more walling into the TC would be really, really nice. And just adding in the spearman, yeah, Reaper does go to add in the spearman, which is good. So with the spearman to defend, walls into the TC, now it's just up to keeping this archer production happening for Reaper. Eleanor adding in a archery range now, maybe adding in some skirms to deal with the spear and archers. So nice adapting, but yeah, just floating a lot of wood. Eleanor not on gold just yet. And I like this move from Reaper. Just move them forward. You've already got fletching. You've got a spearman to protect your archers. I really like this move. And keeping the rangers at home producing as well. Eleanor's stable no longer working. And we don't have anything in that range just yet. So it could potentially be caught off guard here with the archers moving forward. This wood line could be very exposed. They're going to have to move. This is still very open on the right-hand side where the main gold is. So if Reaper can... Oh, no, they go around the other side. That's a shame. Because it's walled up here. Oh, I hate that they've gone around the wrong side. But they could still break in here. It's just going to take longer. I am not a fan of this wall from Eleanor. I feel like this is just a rush it down. Because it just walls right up to your gold. Absolutely no problem breaking in here. Eleanor hasn't tried to stop it happening. Just going to use the scouts and the skirms to clean this up, hopefully. And one spear up against 4 scouts. 3.5 scouts. If the spearman doinks the weak scout first. Yes, nice move there. Skirmishers targeting the archers. Could be worth trying to take out the spearman first, honestly. But he's moving around, dancing around like crazy. And yeah, like I said, no fletching on these skirms anyway. Spearman takes another scout down, then moves out, but it's only 5 archers left. And Eleanor up to castle age with 16 on food. Happy to see those farms now being dropped quickly. So he's going to lose those archers. Still does have 9 at home. And some more in the queue. Does take out the scout. Good job there, but great defense from Eleanor. And going to go up to castle much sooner than Reaper. Who's only got the 14 farms, 3 added quite late. She's really chopping this piece of wood? Really? Look at this. Yeah, getting +1 defense in a little bit late, but better late than never. And adding a TC. Okay, 2 TCs. So 3 TC double stable. I actually really like this for Eleanor. Reaper can certainly still go Expo. Expo is not expensive. And if you've got 13 archers, you may as well upgrade them. They're all hanging out in the TC. They're fully healed. Let's go. Herbal medicine value. But we don't have herbal medicine. So double stable for both players. LNA will have a nice advantage in the eco department though. So a monastery defense here could be really nice, but I think with 5 spears, Reaper's going to just try and bank on them. We've got knights in the queue as well. No expo upgrade coming in. Like, even the archers could clean this up as well. The knights are not high HP. They don't have +2. I don't know if Reaper's forgotten about the archers or something, but the KD currently at 16-7 in LNA's favour. Cleaning up a lot of the archers early on in Feudal Age. Now picking off some villagers as well. Yeah, expo now coming in. So he hasn't forgotten about the archers. That's nice. But we've got 600 wood in the bank here. Reaper needs to use it on something. Here come the archers, soon to be expo. And Reaper with a nice military advantage. Elenia with 2 knights, adding in camels now. This is going to play into Reaper's favour, having these expo that I don't think Elenia knows about. Reaper's really using that market and does go for Cavalier. Cavalier expo here for Burgundian. It's a very gold intensive composition, but could certainly work. Let's check the military HP comparison. It is in Elenia's favour. Going to take some micro from the expo. Cavalier is going to be in 1 minute for 4 Cavalier. And actually Elenia is cleaning this. Just having the addition of the knights here, so good. And I'm actually a little bit surprised about this cleanup. Oh, it's because maybe Reaper doesn't have Bodkin. Because Elenia doesn't have +2 defense on the cavalry. But cleans it up. Reaper's on 3 knights. And now adding spearmen, I don't want to see pikemen. Oh, I think using monks to convert and boost your military numbers while taking away from your opponent could be better. Okay, here come the cavalier. This means that Elenia can just double down on the oh, even getting the convert. Can double down on the camels if need be. Gets the convert there. So it is 17 military to 7. So I think if Reaper's going to play pikeman, it has to play defensively. And just try and catch up on eco, but we can see that that is a long way off happening. 75 bills to 50. And mind you, Elenia heaps of idle TC time, but Elenia's doing a lot. Even now has +2 coming in for the cav. Gonna get iron casting as well, so the upgrades are definitely there for Elenia. Doing a good job in that department this game. And now's the time to play defensively. Good work on the stone walls. And the gate here as well, but this is now in danger, and this is actually a lot of military. Elenia could, with this amount of wood in the bank, could move forward with forward siege, add some scorps in to deal with the pikemans, add in a ram to bust down some buildings. There's lots of possibilities with all of Elenia's resources. Or you just balance it out and go imp, I don't know. There's no way Elenia should lose this. But they are chomping through this building so quickly. Good grief, pikemen having to come back. We've got 18 pikemen, mind you, it is a lot of pikemen. That is really good for Reaper. But they're kind of all hanging out there, protecting that TC. Big clump of them here as well. But just like I predicted, or like I hoped to see, Elenia is adding in scorps for the pikemen, and Reaper doesn't have anything against that. This should go great for Elenia. He's just got the better numbers. The scorps there to help as well. And not enough upgrades in for the pikemen, not enough numbers, and this is why I think this is Elenia's game to take. Emperors are in. Let's hit that magic button for Elenia, who's on 129 population compared to 74. Huge lead in every way. 14 on stone, let's go 21 on stone. 13 on stone for Reaper, who can afford a castle already. Elenia needs a little bit more time, but that'll come in soon considering there's 23 on stone. Holy moly. Oh, this might be the game-ending moment with all this cavalry. They can certainly deny this castle because you can't wall in because of the farms. Lots of losses here. The KD is 79 to 27. It's a huge difference. Elenia in the lead in every way. I think this is going to be game 2 to Elenia. 117 to 34 KD. Reaper on 27 vills, 18 of which are idle at the moment. Honestly, maybe if Reaper used a little bit of that wood to add in a barracks, move someone to wood, Pikeman here could help, but Reaper just says 11. Just wanted the other Treb snipe and does call the GG. 45, 47 on gold. Yeah, I mean, when you have 107 vills, you're gonna get a lot of resources. So Elenia taking game 2. Reaper needs a win here. It is a best of 5, so if Elenia wins the next game, it'd be a sweep for our almost final. But let's see if Reaper can bring it back on his second home map choice. Atacama or Acropolis. And we're into game 3 on Acropolis. Love Acropolis. We've got Sicilians and Tatars. Nice. Sicilians, interesting choice here, but I like it. Alrighty. Sicilians here in the pink and Tatars over here. Tatars is a nice choice on Acropolis because just being able to camp these hills and get that extra hill bonus. If LNE wins this game, LNE will move up into the grand final and will face off again against the Chocolat, because the Chocolat was the one that put LNE into loser's bracket to fight off against Reaper. And they went to all 5 games. And that was an amazing match. So we'll see what can happen, or if Reaper can come back with the reverse sweep. It's a big ask. LNE has played really well these first 2 games. Seems to just be dominating over Reaper. But maybe Reaper just needed to warm up. We don't know. Don't dare lame. Don't do it again. Reaper, punish this. You have to punish this. Thank you. Yeah, it'll go... Oh, as if it doesn't go down. Reaper, no. No. That's just cruel. Reaper chased this scout all the way. Alrighty, we need a house. Yep, now been built, so LNE not going to be housed at 20. Barracks is built, so stable probably going to be the next move for LNE with Sicilians. Could see a stable opening for Reaper as well, or setting up for CA, maybe going archers into CA. Plenty of possibilities. I really like that Reaper's here on the forward wood line on Acropolis, because the ones on your Acropolis, as you can see, they are piss weak. So moving forward and walling them in is really nice. I like this. I also like that the barracks is on the Acropolis. It's at home to defend the more exposed eco with a spearman. Would be nice. But let's see what LNE is going to do. We've got heaps of food. Heaps of food. Woo! And it is going to be a stable indeed. Only 1 lumber camp. So a little bit sloppy on the build here. That's why there's so much food. And like having all that food is great. But it can't all be spent at once. I think it'd be better to have gone for that second lumber camp earlier, so you can set up your farming eco. But the stable is up. Let's see how many scouts are going to be queued up with 500 food in the bank at the moment. And Reaper, let's see what the plan is. Now, Reaper's in feudal age. I haven't had gold being taken, so stable opening for both players. I reckon LNE is going to have the better numbers sooner. So the hill bonus could help Reaper out. More spearman investment might have to help Reaper out more though. And again, LNE keeping the scouts at home. I'd really love to suggest to LNE for future games. If you're opening scouts, just send them forward. See what your opponent's doing. This is currently what LNE sees. Doesn't know about this wood line. Doesn't know about where any of the resources are. And there's already 3 scouts at home, so they could all be scouting. Oh, just passing? No, LNE does notice. So knows about the scout opening for Reaper. Numbers-wise, LNE has stopped with the scout production. Gonna go for the stable into barracks. Oh, look at the lumberjacks going bonkers up here at Reaper's base. That is not where they want to be chopping wood. We don't really need a lot more wood at the moment. Just pop them into farms. That is what Reaper's doing. Okay, this will go well for LNE. Better numbers, hill bonus as well, better HP. And no spearmen to join Reaper's units here. So LNE is going to take a win on this little engagement. Military-wise, it's 4 versus 3, and Reaper, after losing those scouts, didn't have any more in the queue until now, so having to catch up. I love the farm eco here at home for LNE, who's still got a lot of wood in the bank, and even investing into bloodlines for the 6 scouts. Okay, berries are done at Reaper's base, moving on to the golds, but the scouts are coming forward. 3 spears. Oh, get the hill bonus! No, they won't. Sad. They're just gonna go protect their gold miners, and I like that. But this is... what have we got? 5 scouts with bloodlines. That's a great fight for Reaper though. 3 spears and no reaction from LNE. One of the scouts not even attacking, but bloodlines. What? That went heaps better than I thought it would actually. There were 3 spears there, but bloodlines come through clutch. KD at the moment, it's 9-7 in LNE's favor. I feel like these games, the KD's always been in LNE's favor. Okay, but Reaper's gonna go Castle Age sooner. I don't know. There's been no upgrades coming in for Reaper's Cav. So I don't know whether the plan is going to be for camels, knights, CA. Ooh, 23 farms. Love it. But only 2 on gold. I think that could be a pickle for sure. Okay, yeah, Reaper is going to go for Cav. Getting Bloodlines himself now as well. Scouts moving forward, +1 defense coming in at really good timing for Elenir, making sure that it's in before Castle Age. Can't say the same for Reaper, who doesn't have the barracks. Oh gosh. Doesn't have the barracks. Spearmen again in the same spot, but there's just not enough of them. The first one went down very quickly. Only one scout went down for 2 spearmen. Man, Sicilians. Sicilians are so good in situations like this. And I reckon Elenir is just gonna go light cav. I believe in the light cav dream for Elenir, who's getting forging for them as well. Can we rig for Reaper here? I want to. I don't want Reaper to go out 3-0. Okay, scouts running out for now, but look, they're in the queue. We're gonna have light cav for sure. And this TC could certainly be denied if Elenir is active with the scouts. There's the second stable. Light cav straight up, dead set. So Reaper going knights. Production hasn't been too hot, but the eco looks good. Of course, like, how many have we got? 12 light cav can certainly run in here and do a lot of damage with nothing to defend. And the only thing really that Reaper might want to do to defend is add in spearmen, upgrade them to pikemen, but with the taking less bonus damage, dealing less bonus damage, we should say. I don't know, this is open. There's only 2 vills, but it's going to be a woodline denied. Reaper realizes this vill in trouble, but the game in general in trouble for Reaper with only 2 knights. I don't know why there are no more in the queue. No one is taking stone. Okay, now +2 is in for Elenir's light cav swarm. +2, no, +1 coming in for Reaper. This is open, and we do have camels being added. This is open. 3 camels ain't gonna cut it, especially without +2. Or forging or anything. I think Elenir is going to take this game again, and it's kind of like, this is the land version of the Islands game. It's just the feudal age went really well, the feudal military did a great job, and the production had been kept up until you get to this point, 26 minutes in game, where Elenir's got 18 light cav fully upgraded. I just don't think the camels are going to do enough here because it's up against Sicilians. I love Elenir's strategy. This is Bunny taking a choke. Cav first, cav, choke point. Let's go. Nah, this is going to be game, guys. The eco is going to be dead. D-E-D. Reaper was taking a little bit of stone there, maybe trying to see if a castle could help defend, but it's too little too late. It's 29 vills compared to 58, so already double the eco in Elenir's favor. And I think this is going to be the game-ending fight because Reaper's again going to be on no military. What a great strat from Elenir, honestly. This is half of Reaper's eco. And it's all going to be dead. It's already GG. KD, 72 to 27. The vills just keep getting pooped out. The TC is going down. Reaper on 25 vills. Elenir on 65. Guys, we've had a sweep here. Elenir is gonna take this with a crazy Sicilian strat that I think Zashokola is gonna have to watch out for. Okay, I understand now why Sicilians were getting nerfed. Reaper says, so just enjoy for a sec. I will dictate the monologue here as we watch the Sicilian light cav destroy Reaper's base. This is the final vill. No! 0 pop for Reaper. And there's the GG. Holy smokes. Guys, can we get some claps in the chat for Reaper? We're gonna have Elenir versus Chocolat in the grand final, and Elenir takes this set 3-0. Let's have a recap. So we are gonna have that rematch in winners for the grand final, Elenir versus Chocolat. The set that knocked Elenir down into losers bracket went 3-2. It was close. Choco's gonna have to do some work because Elenir just stomped. Oh, give me 56 butts of fish and chips. I haven't said that since 1966. I'll be a little rich if you kiss me on the lips. I'll fight you with my fist if you give me the shits.